Hey, it's you and me.
Let's get this show on the road.
The collapse of their happiness came slowly, gradually. Perhaps it was because she had touched his blood instead of his skin. But the deterioration of the white-haired girl's health crept along at a relaxed pace. The life was not sucked out of her in the blink of an eye, as it had been from the bandit. She merely grew progressively less and less healthy. Amidst her physical decay, she was bestowed with one blessing: her beauty remained untouched.
Who cares about that?
But as far as blessings went, surely there were others she could have been granted. Could God have not picked something a little better for her? By the time the two of them realized what was happening, it was already too late. The white-haired girl had grown so weak she could hardly leave her bed. Yes,
Oh, there you are.
I am.
Thank goodness. I can't see very well anymore.
How could this happen? I thought I had saved you, but no. I did the exact opposite.
Please, don't talk that way. You did save me that day.
But you're on the cusp of death now, and it's my fault, because of this curse I bear. How? How could this happen? Why did this have to happen? What am I? Why was I given this body?
Michel. Can I, ask you a favor?
Go ahead.
Stay with me, please. As much as you can, until the very end.
I was going to do as much anyway.
Thank you. I'm happy, Michel. Happier than I've ever been. And I mean that. You didn't just save my life. You saved me. I've been saved. But only me. I wonder how he'll handle things when I'm gone. If only I hadn't opened the door that day, I wouldn't be leaving him all alone. And we could be happy together for even longer.
Yes.
Would you please hold my hand?
No.
I think it's probably safe now.
I will not. I cannot touch you. If I do, I might take away what remains of your life. Take your beauty away and force you to die hideous. I cannot touch you.
No, again, no.
Gosh, stop it!
Why is this ending so fast? What is happening anymore?
What did she say?
What did she say? Oh my. That would kill her. What is happening?
Okay, we gotta go up. I cannot
Wait,
touch you.
hold on. I just want to see if there's anything else. We started around, where are we?
I mean, it'll be at the top, or wouldn't it?
Okay, yeah, no, that was the last door, or last section. Oh, I keep calling them doors. Okay, I don't think anything else happened, but, oh.
Okay,
Oh,
there
no.
it's
Okay.
dark. Dark, it's all dark. How long has it been dark here? How long have I been in the darkness? It's so cold here. Freezing. Where could she have gone? Where could she... Giselle, yes. Her smile shines so bright it can cast away the darkness. I must take her hand. She's been calling for me for so long. Take her hand? But I'm cursed. That would kill her. No. This is all a lie.
I don't know who that would be.
Oh, there, it's her. Just some person.
Oh, yeah, from outside, okay. Round down, dear. It hurt.
I don't like this, guys.
On his way back from the washroom several days later, Michel heard muffled voices.
He got it? I'm good.
He was having trouble making out what they were saying, but he could tell it was several men, and they were outside the front door.
Oh no.
The fact that he could hear them at all, through the heavy door, meant they were probably shouting quite loudly. An indescribable sense of uneasiness came over him. Dread. He drew nearer to the door and focused on the voices on the other side. They grew clearer, enough for him to take out what the men were saying.
Everything's in place. We're ready to kill this witch now. This is definitely the place. That half-dead bandit said she was in this mansion.
Listen well. No matter what we find in there, we kill it. It could be a child for all I care. That doesn't change anything.
Kill the witch.
Kill the witch! Kill the witch! Kill the witch!
What he had heard beyond the door was a group of men shouting for the death of the witch. In that moment, Michel regretted his decision to let the bandit go free and not watch over him until the moment of his demise. He must have made his way down to the village in search of help, where he revealed what he had found at the mansion. Dang it! But it was too late. Regret would solve nothing. He could neither stop the villagers from raiding the house, nor could he stop the white-haired girl from dying to the effects of his curse. He was helpless to do anything. The gears of his fate had locked him onto a path of tragedy and were turning mercilessly onward. The men had begun trying to break down the door with what sounded like a battering ram. While their first strike was not enough to breach the barrier, it was still quite powerful. He was certain it would not hold for long. Michel's mind raced. Was there anything he could do about this predicament? How could he escape from the corner he had been backed into? Despite his possessing inhuman powers, he would be helpless against a full mob of adult men. The villagers certainly came armed as well.
Oh, Giselle, please. Michel.
A weak voice came from behind him. Aghast, he spun around to find the white-haired girl stumbling toward him. She breathed heavily, leaning against columns for support. What are you doing out here? You'll only worsen your condition by exerting yourself.
I had a sinking feeling, and I heard noises on my way here. Oh, jeez. It seems that I have brought all my misfortune upon you.
Don't say that.
If I hadn't come here, this never would have happened. You never would have been in any danger. Please, Michel, hand me over to the men outside.
Absolutely not. I will do no such thing.
They're here for the witch, aren't they? I'm guessing they're the same people who were chasing me before. The village had a poor harvest this year, I hear. Like the village in the legend. And they believe it's the witch's curse.
But you're not a witch.
They need someone to fill that role, though. So please, hand me over. And then escape on your own.
I could never.
Please, Michel.
I'm the one who's cursed, not you. And you want me to hand you over? What would I have left then? Nothing. Not a thing. I would have nothing. After so long, I finally found someone who isn't afraid of me, who won't run. I have no interest in a world that would take you away from me, make me live alone once more. To hell with such a world.
Michel.
Would you be willing to die with me?
If that is what you wish, then stay with me until the very end. I probably wanted to hear that just as much as him. No, not probably, I did. I wanted to have someone at my side as much as him. It's so lovely, it's so lonely not having anyone. To live alone, to die alone. To not have anyone watching over you. For no one to even know you're dead. I simply wanted someone to tell me that they're here for me. To be here, to hold my hand. How wonderful that would be. The sense of utter relief it would bring would be enough to cast away all the pain, to allow me to accept all our suffering. So please, tell me you'll... Why are we here? What is happening? Where are we going? I don't want to know.
We're escaping to the tower.
Oh, we're gonna die and fall from the...
Michel and the white-haired girl chose to spend their final moments at the top of the observation tower. They could hear the crash of the battering ram against the door, the shouts of the men and their stomping feet. But despite all that, the ray of light shining through the little window was as beautiful as always. The room's air of serenity remained unimpeached. After the long climb to the top, the white-haired girl was terribly out of breath. Michel considered several times offering his hand to her, but the possibility that doing so might rob her of her last scraps of life stayed his hand. It sounded like they broke down the door. I'm so glad we made it up here when we did.
I'm so sorry for asking this of you.
Don't be. I would have chosen here for my final moments as well. This is the one place in this mansion without any sunlight. This is the one place in this mansion with any sunlight. The one place I can get a good look at you.
Thank you. Why is it like this?
Are they gonna kiss?
Oh. I'm truly glad that I was able to end up here. That I was able to meet you. And more than anything, that you said you cared about me. Have I managed to become an essential part of your life?
Do you even need to ask? I wouldn't be here otherwise. I feel the same way as you, I'm sure of it.
The two of us are more similar than you probably care to admit. Can I ask you one more thing?
Go on.
Would you embrace me? If this is the end, if this is to be my last chance, then I don't want it to end without having been able to touch you. Please don't refuse me this, Michel. Just do it, please. Honestly, I'd rather him kill her than them, so
Yeah.
please, yes.
I won't keep you waiting long.
I wanted a kiss. Thank you.
The truth is, I always wanted this. I dreamed of being able to hold you.
I dreamed of it too. Thank you. I'm so very...
She's still so beautiful. What a cruel joke. Could you not have given us another miracle? One that would allow us both to survive? Where are you? Where'd you go off to? Oh, that's a different man.
Yeah. Where are you? Where'd you get off to? I can't find her, dang it! Hey, there's some stairs over here. They lead up.
Beneath the single ray of light, the white-haired girl lay completely still. Not even a frail sigh escaped her closed lips. She remained as gorgeous as ever. It was as though she had simply fallen asleep in the sunlight. Looking down upon her, Michel determined to do one thing. I will not allow anyone to sully this sight. He gave a fleeting glance back at her pristine corpse, then opened the door and stepped through it alone. He would protect that room where she lay.
Hey, there's someone up here!
So this is where you've been hiding, you infernal witch!
Wait, that's not the girl.
The raucous sound of their footsteps rang from below. Shortly thereafter, the men themselves came into view. As he had expected, they were heavily armed. Okay.
Oh, are you okay?
No!
Oh, I mean, it was a very touching,
I was
heartful moment.
hoping that he would kiss her.
I was hoping too. That would be lovely.
Mm-hmm. He glowered at the men, then sucked in a deep breath and shouted at the top of his lungs. I am the witch you seek. I have inherited her curse, and it is I who brings calamity upon you.
You hear that? But he's
Man or woman, it doesn't matter. Death to anyone who has ties to the witch.
Cleanse this earth of all impurity.
Kill him! Kill him! Kill him!
Michel did not flinch at the sight of the men. He stood unyielding between them and the door. He did not flinch when they raised their weapons against him, nor when they pierced his body.
They'll probably all die because blood kills too, apparently.
Yeah, but it'll take a while.
Yeah. Die and take your curse with you.
I have no need for this life any longer. It's all yours. I am cursed to kill even that which I wish to protect. But at the very least, I can protect one thing before my life is done. Not even one of you will leave this place, wither and die by my curse. The blood spilling from his skewered body flowed down the stairs, down and down like a little river, soaking the feet of every single man who had stormed the mansion.
That's a lot of blood.
This was the last thing he saw before the final grains of life slipped between his fingers, which brought a faint smile to his lips.
No. 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 Freaking no.
That's not fair. She was getting sick. How could we have known?
Oh, you cruel, cruel.
My eyes sting.
Oh, no.
Neither of them had expected what happened next, though, for God has a most twisted sense of humor. The white-haired girl had not miraculously passed away without being robbed of her beauty.
Why am I... Is it 'cause he died? Is it 'cause he died? So, all the people who were... No, I hope not, because I don't want those guys near her right now. Like, I don't need that. I don't need that. Why am I still alive?
She had, rather, not passed away at all. Quite cruel of him, was it not?
Michel? Where have you gone? Michel? Michel? I smell blood.
For had he allowed her to die, she would have not been made to witness the scene that awaited her.
No. No.
And I am sure you know just what it was she laid eyes upon in that moment. The ravaged corpse of her beloved. A torrent of blood streaming down the spiral staircase, and the sickening stench it raised.
No. Why?
And his was not the only body. The villagers who had assaulted the mansion had been subjected to his curse. The life drained from their withered shells.
Why did this... Michel, why? Why am I the only one still alive?
That is a question I cannot answer either. Perhaps his curse did not affect those he loved, as terribly cruel as that might be.
But why was she dying to the blood then? Why? Why?
I cannot say.
Why? You said we would go together. A world without you has no meaning.
Had she actually expended her life there in the room at the top of the tower, perhaps this tale could have had a happy ending. She would have at least been able to have the man she loved at her side until her very last moments upon this earth. But that was not what had transpired. She had survived, been left utterly alone. I felt a profound pity for the miserable girl, so I called out to her.
Oh, did the witch... the maid's the witch. Oh my gosh.
Would you like to see him once more?
What? Imagine the witch was staying hidden the same reason why Michel was staying hidden. She didn't want to curse people. Because it gave a blessing but a curse, a worse curse. So she didn't want to ever use her powers, so she was hiding in this room the whole time.
I have the power to help you meet him again. Then just don't. Just don't.
This is why she's trapped in the house.
But if the maid is like, please remember, then the red text says don't. It's useless.
I don't know.
And why is she calling us master? What's happening?
I don't know. Who's there? Where are you?
You know what they call this mansion. So who do you suppose remains on these grounds?
No way. You're from the legend. You actually exist.
Now, I asked you a simple question. Would you like to see him again?
The witch grants people's wishes, but at a price.
And she took it.
I said I wouldn't ask her for assistance if I met her. But that's all changed. Now that I've lost him, if it's truly possible, then yes, I want to see him. Bring him back to life.
Regrettably, I cannot directly meddle with the forces of life and death. However, I can guarantee you this. Your reconstruction.
Reconstruction?
Correct. To ensure that you remain as yourself in future lives, and are not reborn as someone else.
Why did you say yes to this? Just tell her to kill you, really. Just tell her to let you die, like.
Your body and mind shall be reconstructed, as shall his. If you sincerely wish to reunite with one another, if you genuinely need each other in your lives, you will eventually meet again. All I can promise you is eternal reconstruction. What you make of it is up to you. You want to see him again, don't you? You want to hear his voice again, don't you? You want to feel his hand on your cheek once more, don't you? If that's what you want, then you must remain who you are. If you were simply reborn, that wouldn't be you. So there wouldn't be any point, would there?
Me as I am, and he as he is.
Make up your mind quickly. I will not wait for long.
I want to see him again.
As you wish, sweet little girl. I shall grant you both eternal reconstruction. And pray with all my heart that you can attain true happiness.
They never did. And they never did.
Shortly thereafter, the white-haired girl took her own life. She decided she had nothing to gain by remaining in the present time, and that in order to reunite with Michel, she needed to make her way to her next life. And thus, the mansion was left bereft of a master to travel slowly through the ages until someone came along to give it life once more. But an unfathomable amount of time had passed, and the two have yet still to reunite. Have they, Master? You know who you are, do you not?
Or him.
You remember everything now, do you not? You were present in every single era, the reason for which is as I described in the previous tale. Because you yearned to be reunited with someone, but that person never showed up in any era. And poor, sweet you, having no memory of any of that, lived those lives with other men. Oh.
Where else?
Where the
Giselle. But we haven't found Michel.
Is it any surprise misfortune befell those eras then?
The door swung closed. But rather than outside, you and the maid were inside the dull monochrome room at the top of the observation tower. The awe-inspiring ray of light shone not through the lone window high upon the stone wall. Wrapped in a curious, impenetrable darkness, you both stood alone in that room. The maid wore a gentle, but bitterly cold smile as she looked straight at you.
It is not your fault misfortune befell you. The only force to blame is that of fate. You were always so kind, so pure of heart. You had boundless trust for others and the goodness of people. You were the very image of all that is right. There is no greater misfortune than someone as pure and beautiful as you, being mercilessly thrown into the grinding gears of tragedy again and again. I still pity you for everything you had to go through. You poor, poor soul. You must be utterly exhausted, constantly betrayed, the man you were waiting for never appearing. After so long, your spirit wore down to the bone. You lost any and all awareness of who you even were.
Oh, how many tragedies were there? We just witnessed 3. 4 technically, including this one, I guess, but this is when it all started.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Mel was second best, but...
Yeah, Jacopo would have been better if he just stepped up faster and didn't let his emotion, it was Maria's fault.
No.
Maria lied to him, though.
So? He was still an abusive, expletive.
I hate it. I hate it all.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Who were you hoping to find wandering into this illusory mansion, cut off from the real world? You and I are the only ones here. The man you seek is nowhere to be found. Have you still not figured it out? Then allow me to tell you everything. I am the cursed witch Morgana, who haunts this mansion. And you are the tragic plaything of fate, the white-haired girl named Giselle. Did my calling you Master confuse you? If so, then I apologize. My habit of calling the Master, or Mistress of the house, Master, is quite deeply ingrained. And yes, that means precisely what you think it does. That I have accepted you as my new master. That I wish for you to remain here, to stay with me. So let us put an end to this journey. Do not worry, there is nothing to fear. We are simply going to step outside the river of time. Nothing unpleasant will ever happen to you again. I will be here with you for all eternity, and I will give you my utmost care. You will not have to wait for anyone. Forget about him, the man you once sought. Abigail Morgana.
And you teased Elle about being the witch. Oh, you little brat.
But why? What's her story now?
I wonder if that's what the other game's about. Morgana's story.
And I am sure you shall find happiness. Please, do it for me. I have been waiting for you for so long. No, I have been waiting for you for so very long. I have wanted nothing more than to see you again. But you were continually stolen away from me, despite my sincerest desires to spend my days with you. Which is why I wanted you to recall everything. For surely you would not willingly repeat the same fate, if you knew all of the pain it has caused you to suffer this far. Spend eternity with me, in the gentle embrace of darkness.
The maid extended her hand for you. Her fingers brushing up against yours were as cold as ever, but her breath tickled your skin pleasantly, and her sweet words rang in your ears, filling you with warmth. You thought back on your time with her in the mansion. She had indeed always treated you with great compassion, and nothing she had said seemed to be a lie.
Hold up. Wait a minute. What about that door she was lying about? Or the room?
The bedroom?
Yeah. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, let's go.
That's true. And so you pondered. What were you to do? Not like this. I say we're a loyal girl. Sure, all we get is tragedy, but we will always wait for our mans.
Yeah, but wait. You gonna save it? Okay.
Yeah.
But like, what if
I don't know. I don't trust her though.
Yeah. What if that cruel fate is like, yes, you'll keep keep coming back to try to find him again, but like you said, it only applied to her, not him.
Yeah, that's true.
And like, you know, if the whole reborn thing is a thing, he's not him anymore. He's a completely different person.
It's true.
Whether it was someone we met or not.
I'm staring at the third option because it seems so different compared to the other
option, two. But I also want to see what happens with the other ones. I feel like accepting it will end it here.
I feel like that's what we always say to these kinds of games, and then it's like, happens to be the right thing. And we're like, oh yeah, okay.
I say, I don't know. I'm looking at the third one. How about you?
Yeah. That's where my gut wants to take me. We'll go with the gut this time. We won't go with like what seems to be the wrong answer, because that never ends well. Yes, something did seem off.
Something seemed off. Not only with this story, we were told a bunch of times that,
Oh no, we might have chosen the actual right answer.
Gosh dang it! Why are we so good at video games?
Because I was just thinking, we kept getting warned that this is the lie. We kept getting warned this was the lie. Oh, should we continue?
I mean, we're here.
We'll
We'll go back anyway.
okay. Not only with the story she had just told, with her, and with you, yourself. Assuming everything she had said was the truth. Which or not, my mind is made up.
Which will strike you first, I wonder? Regret or the curse?
You seem to be doing just fine. It's only a tale.
The witch is real, very much so. It is not a legend nor a fairy tale. The witch is me.
What is happening? I'm so confused. Michel! Or Michel, or whatever your name is!
That's right. It wasn't the white-haired girl who had claimed to be the witch. And that wasn't all. The painting. Do you remember his voice? I think you had his
I made him
voice.
flamboyant.
Yeah.
Or do you mean to reclaim your old self no matter the cost? If you do, if you're sincerely prepared to do that, then be wary of the tale that comes next. Any tragedy that seems too beautiful to be real is precisely that, a fabrication. The story was a lie.
The story was a lie. None of your questions had been answered. You still didn't know who was... Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. You still didn't know who the painting was, or what had taken place so long ago that caused the mansion to summon people to it. You didn't even know who you were, for the matter. There was still more to be done. You had to find the truth. You needed to find someone. That much was certain. But was the story the maid had told correct about whom? And if it was... What about her? What about the woman whose name you couldn't say? The woman who had so cheerfully called you master.
We agreed that we would live together, not just in the same house. So we've got plenty of time to add more things to the list.
This is why the maid threw out the key! This is what truly happened, and she didn't want us to see.
Then what the heck was that other story? Just
It was a
literally just lie?
fabrication!
Oh, bruh, you gave me a nice story for nothing? Oh, she's not... Oh. And I hope you can make your own list about me, too. This is just the beginning, after all. We've got a long, long time ahead of us. Plenty enough to get to know each other, no?
You must say her name. You must take her hand. We're Michel. I think we're Michel still. We must take Elsa's hand.
But we were just told. But then again, what if everything's a lie?
Yeah.
Ah.
You-
But Elle's been in every single story. How can we not be her?
That's why we couldn't remember even when we were seeing Elle, because we've been trapped in the house the whole time. We've been trapped in like a separate part of the house. Oh. Or like zoom to the future or something. I don't know, man.
I'm really confused now.
Oh, man. You must make her smile once again.
You mustn't reclaim your old self.
I don't know who this is.
It's dark. Oh, it might be Michael. Because it's the sound again.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened? It's dark. Dark. It's dark. It's dark again. It's dark. 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 Constantly engulfed in darkness. You threw it away every single time. I must break out of this darkness. I'll give you a world that's not cruel to you. I must escape and take her hand. Because that's that's the reason. Oh, I've got a wonderful idea. I came here. You can curse them with me. I must return. I must reclaim. We can think of new ways to torture them. We'll all be happier if you stay here. Just think about it. Stay here in this world. You'll be right at home. No. I did the best I could for you. Nothing more. This is not where I belong. No matter how much of a world of darkness may suit me, you'll never be able to do it. I must reclaim my true self.
Okay, let's go. Reclaim it.
This is brilliant. Do you have any idea how terrible a decision that is? Do you have any idea why I fabricated that story? It was all for you. To stay here. Stay right where you are. The darkness suits you better.
Okay, no, we're reclaiming. I don't like you controlling my life.
Remember what someone told you not long ago? That you could handle the stories because they weren't your own? That you were able to bear the tragedies because they happened to others? If they had been your suffering. If the secrets you had kept buried away for so long had come out, you couldn't possibly have endured it.
Maybe we are ill. I don't know anymore.
Something really, really bad happened.
Yeah.
But you're a sharp one. I'm sure you intend to keep those secrets tucked away forever. But you really think I'm going to let you do that, though? Whatever you try to hide. I'll make sure your beloved hears every last detail.
Why me?
How foolish can you be? Despite all my encouragement, you still insist on getting your old self back? What do you have to gain from that? Nothing but filthy, ugly tragedy awaits you down this path.
Just give me myself!
Don't get your hopes up, my dear. There's nothing for you there. You have nothing. I'm offering you a place by my side. You should just take it. There is no salvation for you anywhere. None. At all. Anywhere. From anyone. Ever.
Just give me my hopeless life.
She had long since lost all grip on reality. And you think there's anything you can do for her now? Despite having repeatedly failed to even regain yourself? Well, I suppose if you're going to be stubborn. As much as I don't want to, I have to place a curse on your soul.
Oh, thank you, Morgana.
That's right. The white-haired girl was never at the mansion?
It was all...
There was still a story left untold. I don't know who's talking now.
Wait, is that Michel? Oh, shoot.
Oh, shucks. It's a Michael. I'll take him.
Sure.
There is still a story left untold. What? The fourth door was all a lie. What do you mean? It was not some sweet little tragedy. The story you told was pure fantasy. No, that was the truth. That was where it all began. Because of what happened then, you spent innumerable years lost until you showed up here, and... What?
You reach out, grasping for it. You pull yourself in. Your silhouette, which has been hazy until now, begins to take form. Your mind, your consciousness, your heart, your soul, and your body.
Who are you?
The veil in your mind dissipates. A crack forms in the shell encasing you, then another. The invisible shackles, chaining your spirit, fall to the floor. Reality fades in atop the indistinct, foggy world around you. Bony fingers appear before your eyes. Long hair. Your voice, no. My voice. My body. My fingers.
I don't know who I am.
It's okay, just keep reading until we figure it out.
My arms are frail and my joints are weak. But despite my resemblance to the white-haired girl, I am not her. This is who I am. I have finally reclaimed myself. You weren't waiting for the white-haired girl. You were waiting for me. And that's exactly why I came here.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about. I have always waited for the white-haired...
There was never a white-haired girl. There was only this time. This time I must say her name. She is Giselle. There was only you.
She's who the frap? Why the plot twist, Joel?
What is happening? Is she confused?
I'm confused.
We're all confused. I am Giselle? No, I am not Giselle. I am a servant of the house. I am the witch. The cause...
You are not a witch. The witch is someone else. Why do you insist that you are the witch? What changed you so much? Oh. The shadowy figure in the master bedroom, that was her. A glimpse into her past. I'm sure that is Giselle, but why is she so different? What happened to the spark she used to have? Where did the light she once shone upon the world go? I have to remember. I must remember. This cannot end until I have. This is no longer a story. No. What I need to face is my past. And her heart. She was not even present in the story she made up. Everything about it had been changed. The past I lived and the wounds she bore were more grounded in harsh reality, not wrapped in a film of fairy tale magic.
That was the final tale. It was all true. That's how it happened. It was a bittersweet story.
No. How can you not see this? Yes, it was a beautiful tragedy. But was there even a scrap of humanity in it? Behind the 3 preceding doors, there had always been a constant thread of ugliness and conflicting motivations. But there was hardly a trace of that behind the 4th door. The characters felt like nothing more than characters. Is that what you want it to turn into? Is that what you want our history to become?
Our history? But I don't remember anything at all.
You don't remember anything.
No, I don't want to. I don't need a past or a future. All I have left inside me is uncertainty.
Giselle.
No. That's not my name. Please stop trying to confuse me. I'm fine with things the way they are. If it means I don't have to hurt, that's all I want. So please, just let me keep being the maid. Let me keep being a guide, not some foolish girl.
Is that what she honestly desires? Does she want to cast aside her past for good? If so, then I feel guilty if we don't really force her, man. I feel guilty.
I mean, okay. Why?
I want to know, though.
She's saying there's something really, really bad happened. She doesn't want to remember that. I'm still confused about Elle.
I'm confused about who we are. Are we Michel or Elle?
I'm so confused on that fact.
Because the person said, there's a resemblance to the white-haired girl.
Yeah, and that the white-haired girl didn't exist.
But then what the heck were those past stories? They couldn't have been here because she also appeared, but she was the head maid like always.
That's true.
Unless
they were all twisted. Oh my gosh, dude. I've never played such a game that is so good at confusing you, but actually making sense in the end. Like, everything happened for a reason. Dude, this is so beautifully made. I can't even.
What do you mean making sense?
frick?
We're all confused right now.
Yes, right now, but in the end of every story, it always made sense. The dots always connected in the end.
Okay, for those stories, but maybe not this one.
I believe in our writers at this point.
I believe.
I believe in them.
Maybe the only way to have a true happy ending is to kill it all with the truth. Who is the witch? Is she confusing herself?
She seems like what happened to her was truly horrible, so she wants to lie. She was happy with someone. That's what happened in the bedroom, it seemed. She was trying to live a future with someone who we don't know.
she wanted to put an end to it herself. I don't understand. Okay, so the fourth door is out of the window right now, right? Because that was a lie.
I guess.
But at the same time, it wasn't a total lie.
I literally kind of was thinking, before that whole thing transpired, I kind of was thinking, but who was the painting? Was the painting the bandit and he felt bad that he, like, outed us out or something?
No, I don't think that would be the case.
Yeah, they didn't act alike. I want to remember, because I want to remember.
So, okay, maybe the OG story that we just read was her, and she flipped it, and she's recalling it, but she made herself the witch, so to speak. But that still doesn't make sense, because she's still here, Ella's still here. Are they star-crossed lovers? I don't understand.
The whole last bit really, like, I feel like decided to draw a huge ultra ball or something in the Pokemon. No, it used, it's just like a big boomerang, like, hey, yo, this all happened, but haha, no, it's actually a lie. Okay, wait, let's think back on what the witch said during those doors. The Witch of Morgana, she said it was a twisted tale, right? Something like that. It wasn't really what happened. We were in darkness. It's very dark.
So if everything's a lie, why not just try to find the truth? She took us through all these horrible stories anyway, so...
Alright, you know, you're right. You tortured us. It's your turn, dear. No matter what she said, I know I'm right. And if she doesn't reclaim her old self, I'll never get to hear her say my name again. I think we're Michel. I know I'm being selfish here, but I can't do that. If you're afraid of what you might find, we can remember together. I haven't gotten everything back yet myself. So let's open the real door. Together.
There are no other doors to open.
But there is. One that can only be opened by your hands, because it exists between the two of us. Not a door with physical form, but the door to your heart.
The door to...
I grasp her unnaturally cold hand, a hand that long ago once had warmth. If she can't lead the way, then I have to. I must pick up the pieces of our erased history so we can both reclaim ourselves. Find the actual truth. No matter what we may uncover, I will not let go of this hand. No, I mustn't let go of it. I know we're leading her. Yay! The tables have turned. Darkness falls over the world around us. The floor upon which we had been standing on flickers out of existence, sending us, dropping into an endless abyss. This dark pit, this is her door, her history, her heart. Let's try this one more time. It's not a sweet story by any means. It's a story of betrayal, anger, hatred. We caused each other pain. But that's the road we traveled. And down that road lies all the answers. Oh, we're back here again. Oh. The 5th door.
Alright, thanks, bud.
1099. Again.
Did 2 stories happen at the same time?
I think that was a lie. Oh, why are the roses red? We should probably end this episode here.
That's a good cliffhanger.
Okay, no, actually, thinking back, Giselle's story was slightly different in the painting. In the mirror, it was a little
didn't
different.
she arrive, like, by
On
carriage?
horse,
Yeah.
or something.
Okay, I was gonna say, because I haven't been remembering things very well from this story, so I was just, quiet.
No, some things were the same, but some things were different.
I still think that there's a chance that the black-haired woman is still the witch. Still a chance.
Hey, you. Yeah, no, you. The one in front of us. Did you like the video?
Maybe consider subscribing? We like your company.
Okay,
See you next video.